Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session I am going to discuss about air conditioning. In that I will take working principle of air conditioning, classification, concept and operation of centralized air conditioning system, applications of air conditioning. First I will take working principle of air conditioning. Providing a cool constant indoor atmosphere at all times regardless of weather conditions, needed either for human comfort or industrial purposes by artificially cooling, humidifying or dehumidifying, cleaning and recirculation of the surrounding air is called air conditioning. Here the conditioned air, that means whatever the human comfort condition required, that conditioned air is to be supplied for the indoor space regardless of the outside whatever may be the weather condition is there, and that system whatever is there which provides the conditioned air to the human comfort, that is called as a air conditioning, and it is required for the human comfort or it is required for the industry purpose, and the system we call that is air conditioning system. Here one of the typical air conditioning system I am going to explain. For this, here this is the outside air. Okay, the air is to be supplied through this one, and that is passes through first filter and then cooling coil. This is the same as that of the evaporator coil of the refrigeration system, then goes to the humidifier and heating coil, then by using duct fan it will be supplied to the conditioned space. If the whatever the condition required is there, if it is not attained, then it will be recirculated partially or completely. It will be recirculated till the required condition attains. How this works, that one. Okay, here the cleaning that is through the filtration it will be taking place. Then comes to here the cooling coil when we are going to use in the summer season where the humidity is more in the atmosphere and the temperature is also higher, and there the cooling coil we are going to, that is a cooling and dehumidification process we are going to use. That is whenever it is cooled, the temperature of the air will be reduces. Then as temperature of the air reduces, the humidity present, moisture present in the air will be separated from it. Then the temperature of the air also reduces and humidity also reduces. And in this one, the refrigerant flowing through these cooling coils that receives the heat from the air, then that refrigerant will be get evaporated, then works in the refrigeration cycle, thereby it will provide the cold dehumidified air, and that is circulated to the conditioned space. Then this is the humidifier. In this one, whenever in some seasons where the temperature is comfortable but the moisture content in that one, if it is not comfortable for the human being, moisture is less, then the dry air if it is present, then the humidity is to be added. How the humidity is to be added? That is a vapor, that is or a steam of the water is prepared, that is sprayed in the air stream, then thereby the whatever the steam or a moisture is there, that is added to the air, that will increase the temperature as well as the humidity of the air, and that is supplied to the conditioned space. Then heating coil here. In this heating coil, whenever even though if it is air, whatever the humidity is there, if it is comfortable condition, then the temperature only lower, then that air is heated by using the heating coil. That is electric coil is used here to heat the air, then thereby the whatever the heated air is there, that is supplied to the conditioned space. By using these three processes, that is cooling and dehumidification, humidification, heating of the air, that through these three processes, okay, that whatever the condition required for the human comfort or the industrial use, that is supplied here. That is, it is the totally air conditioning system. And another system whatever is there, only that is dehumidifies as well as the cools the air. That is similar to that of the refrigeration system that is used, whatever the first system used here, the cooling coil. This is humid air enters here, then that will be dehumidified, the water droplets falling here you can see, and then water cool, whatever the cool dry is there, that is coming out, that is supplied to the living space where the air is required. And for this refrigerant evaporated whatever is there, that is goes to compressor, then goes to the condenser, then comes to the expansion valve here, then goes to this evaporator. In this cycle, the cold and dehumidified air can be supplied. Okay, this is about the working principle of the air conditioning. Then the types of air conditioning: summer air conditioning, winter air conditioning, all-round air conditioning. In the summer, cooling and dehumidification we are going to use. In the winter, the heating or humidification we are going to use. All-round air conditioning, the first system what I have explained, that is all systems are present in this one. And room air conditioning, on that the cooling and dehumidification only it is there. Then centralized air conditioning, centrally the air is cooled and supplied to the different living space. The industrial air conditioning, for the industrial machines operation, the air is to be conditioned, and that is the industrial air conditioning. Then first I will take that is room air conditioning. That I will explain. Room air conditioner means electrical appliance that has a compressor, a condenser, an evaporator and a fan to cool and dehumidify the surrounding air, and that is capable in ordinary usage of being mounted in the window or through wall. Okay, here the room air conditioner, actually it is mounted in the window or through the wall it will be mounted. This is the wall is mounted and this is the wall. Inside space here the cooling air it will supplies, and this is the outside space, the whatever the heat is extracted that will be discharged. And this is a system similar to that of the refrigeration system. That is only the cooling is here, there it will be cooled, the whatever the indoor refrigerator compartment. Here air is cooled by using the evaporation process. Okay, here the working I will explain. That is inside air to be condensed space that enters here through to this evaporator coils, through the filter it will get filtered. This is the evaporator coils, and evaporator fan whatever is there, it sucks the air, and whenever the air is passing through this evaporator coil, the refrigerant present in the evaporator that will be receives the heat from the air and get evaporates. Then cold air enters here, and that will be recirculated through cool air exit duct. And here the refrigerant what is forming, there is a vapor refrigerant, there is a low pressure vapor refrigerant to the compressor it will be supplied, where it is compressed to a higher temperature and pressure. Then this compressor pressure whatever the refrigerant is there, compressor refrigerant, that is the refrigerant vapor at high temperature and from the compressor that enters to a condenser. Due to that high pressure, the whatever the refrigerant is there, it rejects the heat to the outside air, transfer the heat to the outside air. The outside air will be get heated, that is passed to the atmosphere. Hot air to atmosphere it will be supplied. At the end of the refrigerant, this condenser, the refrigerant will be in the liquid state. The condenser here, the condensate fan we are going to use, and that enters to a capillary tube here. The capillary tube works similar to the expansion valve. It is a small tube through which the refrigerant will be expanded. That will be expanded to a lower pressure and lower temperature at this end. Then the low pressure, low temperature refrigerant passes through the evaporator, then get evaporated, and this cycle will be continued till the inside whatever the condition is there that will be attained. And here the same common motor is used for both evaporator and condenser, and this evaporator fan and condenser fan runs from this one. Like in this way, in the inside air is cooled and reached to a compressed state by using the room air conditioner. Moving to next, centralized air conditioning system. Central or centralized air conditioning, or a central AC we will call, is a system in which air is cooled at a central location and distributed to and from rooms by one or more fans and ductwork. The work of the air conditioner compressor is that makes the whole process of the air conditioning possible. Okay, that is a compressor by which the air conditioning is possible. This consists of the evaporator coil. It is having the large capacity evaporator coil where the air is cooled. Then here is a compressor. These are the refrigerant lines. These are condensing coils here. The condensers are used. Then the cooling duct. here these are provided, and fans are provided. These fans, due to that duct fans, the air is sucked and that is supplied to a room. Here only one room is shown, and to that room cooled air is supplied, and as it is a large capacity cooling coils are there, the air cooled supplied to the different rooms and different spaces. That's why the centrally air is cooled and supplied to a different spaces. Usually this will be in case of the theater, cinema theaters, shopping malls and hospitals, the central air conditioners are used. Then next goes to the applications of air conditioning. There are wide applications of air conditioning are there. First one, domestic applications. Example is room air conditioning. Industrial applications. Nowadays in the industry, computer numerical controlled machines are using, robots are using, which requires that whatever the systems are to be run at a lower temperature. Therefore, industrial applications air conditioning is required. Medical applications. In the medical application, operation theaters, rooms, as well as the medicine storage, there the air conditioning is required. In the computer centers, the computers are to be maintained at a lower temperature. In order to operate well, the computer center air conditioning is required. TV broadcasting station. Automotive vehicles, trains, ships. In all, the human comfort is required. There the air conditioning are used. Shopping malls and theaters, the central air conditioning are used. Offices, hotels, bus stand, railway stations, airports, etc. In all these applications, air conditioning is used. Here the human comfort is very important. If the human being having the comfort air around him, he will have the higher efficiency of the working. The working will be capacity will be increases. That's why air conditioning is very important, and to provide the comfort condition for the human being as well as the machines. Thank you for watching, and subscribe my channel and watch the further videos also. Thank you.